So one day I was talking on the Discord server when I brought up the idea of creating a Minecraft server for the channel. The server works as follows: each dimension has a world border of 20,000 blocks, except an end which is one of 50,000. Looting, griefing, and PvP are disallowed within the first 1,000 blocks in X and Z coordinates in the overworld to provide a safe area for players not interested in PvP. A few days and ton of brain cell loss later, out came the Photon SMP. Certainly not a novel idea, but too bad. The plan was to get a plain old vanilla 1.16 survival world for the server. I also tried to support both Java and Bedrock clients through Gazer MC, because what could go wrong about that? To get the word out, I would stream the first few hours of the server trying to get to the Ender Dragon fight.
Yeah, that was probably a bad idea, but...
Well,
Once we started to stream, people started trickling in. Everything was great, until YouTube started pushing notifications.
I'm gonna end up getting targeted.
Hordes of people started spilling into the server. Great, interest was booming. That is, until people started to complain about lag.
Okay, I'm still trying to find
Wait,
like
is
some
TPS
water.
already dropping? Holy shit.
We do have a lot of players.
Now, when I purchased the server, I bought 8 gigabytes of RAM. 8 gigabytes. I thought that was a decent amount, overkill even. Every list I'd searched up said that 8 gigabytes could support a large 40-player server with a lot of plugins and mods to boot. I even had the audacity set up the player cap to 500. However, we were running Minecraft 1.16.4, and, well, any version above 1.13 does not speak efficient.
You need to do this, Photon.
You said there'd only
We
be
have
4...
180 viewers. Just shut down the server. Put like 30
Actually, no,
or 40.
81 people were online.
As the player count started to approach 60 or 80, I was forced to shut down the server and to force progressively lower player caps.
They have set the server slots a bit too high. Yeah, damn right. And the server...
Connection throttled. Oh no.
Oh no, I just saw 20 people join at once.
It eventually ended at 15, a far cry from my original aspirations, and even at that, the server TPS would still fall frequently to 2B2T-like levels. Trip mining became downright impossible as blocks would require 2 or 3 hits to break. You know, there's a reason that large survival servers are stuck on 1.12. Any version above it is simply unplayably lag-ridden. I had just witnessed this firsthand. My server is somehow incapable of handling a mere 15 players without lag. Somehow, something in 1.13 screwed up server performance big time. Minecraft servers have always been ridden with performance issues, mainly due to the fact that Minecraft literally can't use more than one CPU thread, both on the client and the server side, which is insanely limiting in the modern days of higher and higher core counts. We also had a few other issues, very noticeably being my absolute incompetence at configuring plugins. People would get kicked for saying something as simple as WTF, which is somehow a swear word to one of the moderation plugins. You could see why this would become an issue on a full server with literally 100 people trying to get in. Secondly, there was the grammar plugin. I forgot to or didn't know how to disable it, so you'll have to deal with most of the chat being a serious sounding broken English essay. Anyways, back to the game. Afterwards, everyone else did the normal stuff after starting a new survival world. Punching trees, finding coal, iron, yada yada. Most of us had never laid eyes on diamonds though. However, you don't need diamonds to beat the game, so after a bit of speedrunner bucket magic and we were in the nether. Blaze rods weren't too hard, a bit of camping around the spawner and boom, your 6 or 7 required blaze rods. However, the real pain was getting ender pearls. Our original plan was to barter with piglins for the pearls, the standard method used by speedrunners. However, the chances of piglins bartering out ender pearls was significantly nerfed in 1.16.2, hence why all the runners playing 1.16.1, making it much harder for us to get our 12 required pearls. We also couldn't really find many piglins, and in the end it was too slow, so we moved on. I wandered thousands of blocks away from spawn searching for a village. Despite finding 2 before, I just couldn't find one now. RNG is just the best, isn't it? Anyways, after going through literal hell to link back to spawn with Adventure 32, which took more time than just walking back to spawn, we all met up at a village near spawn that someone had found. Sadly, it was a very small village with only a few villagers, but a Fletcher and a cleric, everything we needed. After several days of deforestation, we leveled up the cleric to a level where he could purchase pearls. Note that a villager like this only has a 50% chance to sell pearls. Unfortunately, luck wasn't on our side that day, and the villager did not sell pearls. God damn it. We ended up diverting to our third and final strategy, literally waiting during the night and stabbing Endermen. This one actually worked far better than our other methods, and despite not having any looting enchantments, we scraped together the pearls much quicker than the other methods, which is a few hours, and with the help of Adventurer 32, camped out in a spot not far from the stronghold. The next real-life day later, we found the spot of the strongholds. Adventurer 32 put up a nice little makeshift sign next to it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Subscribe to AD32.
Everything was finally coming together, and the last player necessary, holding the 3 ender pearls needed to craft the last eyes, was en route to the stronghold, ready to light the portal for all of us. For some weird reason, however, the server spawns a lot of creepers. Creepers also have the ability to one-shot armored players. You know what that means. Our last needed pearl carrier, Big Brain Disease, died to a creeper. Not so bad, just pick up the items, right? Absolutely amazing. I am so good at this game.
Oh my god. Seriously?
After getting the party back out to grab some more pearls, we finally lit the portal and went dragon hunting.
Oh god.
The dragon fight was relatively uneventful. What chances does a non-health scaling dragon have against a horde of players?
Yes.
And I'm still gonna die.
And after that, the dragon was no more. After all this madness, I left to work on videos. The whole Minecraft server thing made me procrastinate a lot, trying to set it up and do all that crap. Of course, the other players had other plans. Adventure 32 went and set up Rome, a short-lived guild that was raided and soon fell apart. Many other players went on to raid the first end cities as well, and got elytras and shulker boxes. That's all fine and dandy, but that was over 3 weeks ago, so where's the server now? A few things have happened since then. Of course, many players have geared up and become quite rich. Sometimes insanely rich, sometimes so rich you question their sanity. In fact, these rich players went and killed the dragon so many times that the number of gateways got maxed. Nearer end cities have mostly been completely looted by rich players, especially after the seed was cracked by using a mod. Many players also followed Rome's lead and formed their own guilds, the most notable of which being Korea. Korea flourished within this grief-protected spawn zone, that is, until they got into a war conflict with another guild, Rancor, which shot back at them with the lesson of never giving out your base coordinates publicly. There are a good number of discrete bases, but what about spawn? A lot of people choose to live at spawn for its relative safety in terms of griefing/looting, as well as its proximity to other players. Spawn looks as if you gave a bunch of children a Minecraft warning and looked back on it 2 weeks later. With a few exceptions, endless creeper holes definitely exemplify this. A decent capitalistic trade system also formed, mainly based at spawn and the end. As of recent, many infrastructure projects are also being planned, such as a nether highway and trade centers. We're still going to have to see how long the server lasts. It's been 3 weeks and it's doing at least fine, so who knows. I guess we'll see about that. Yeah.